What's good, Dokkan Ninja Turtles? We are here with a lot of information, man. We're going to definitely heavily focus on the units and stuff like that because boy, oh boy, do we have a lot of units to go through. Real talk. And you can currently see right there where a lot of these units are going to be coming out and stuff like that. So when it comes to like, I don't even think, yeah, there we go. Gohan and Piccolo right here. They should be coming out the 16th. So the 16th is when they actually drop, and also the 18th, which I'm going to assume World Tournament. I didn't look at the whole data download and stuff like that, but I'm going to assume he's probably that, just because we haven't had one for a little bit. So you can see the times where all these units will come out, especially for the Gohan Piccolo, for the ones that do necessarily care about the unit and are going to like summon on and stuff like that. That's when he's going to come out. That's when he's dropping. That's excited. Probably tickets for me, and then probably with the sales, just start building up Dragon Stones. To be quite honest, I might go the whole ticket route for everything going forward. But listen, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, sub up. Turn on notifications. You sub up. You tell a friend to sub up. They tell a friend to sub. You know how it goes. Sub up and turn on notifications where you get notified when we go live. Put up more videos. You don't want to miss videos, man. You don't want to miss videos. You definitely don't want to miss live streams when I'm live as well. You don't want to do. But let's get into all of this, because here's all the stuff for the quest and everything. Now, we did take a look yesterday at all of the animations and stuff like that. So there was units that we did look at yesterday, so we won't be looking at them now. I'm very curious on the Bardock, by the way. Very curious, because he should be LR, obviously, eventually when they update it again. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's, I want to say that quest is out right now. Yeah. The quest right now is out. So if you haven't done that, go ahead and go over there and do that. But they will be having a super extreme challenge and stuff like that. It's also going to be revamped. So if you are a new player to Dokkan Battle and you're like, well, how do I get this Goku? There you go. It's revamped for you. And obviously, with currently right now, it's going to be a whole lot easier to get him LR and stuff like that. Easy 8. And then Super Easy 8 is probably going to be very easy unless they somehow make it quite challenging, which I doubt. And listen, if you're also one of the people that aren't super hyped about all the units and blah, blah, blah and stuff like that, just look at it as stepping stones to currently right now. That way, when we get to a situation where it's like the next campaign or celebration where they're doing all this stuff again for the next slew of units and stuff, you can look at it right now and be this is the benchmark, because first of all, this is the first LR that is actually getting a super easy A. And I don't mean that by just saying that. I mean like literally the first LR in the game, free to play, summon or whatever. First LR in the game getting a super easy A. So in my honest opinion, we did look at everything he was doing, stuff like that. If he is somewhere in the ballpark of, say, like best case scenario, you see like 50 or 60, and like I said, and that might be high balling it, that also might be low balling it, depending on teams and stuff like that. But obviously, you're probably going to run him under the new trio, the Super Saiyan trio. But if you can see those numbers in the best case scenario, and this guy is literally hitting in the 30 millions, like that's a W from where he currently is right now in the game. That is a massive W. And to be quite honest, I'm going to be looking at that LR STR Vegito Blue. I'm going to be looking at him like he was like the best like free-to-play LR in the game for a long time. With him, a super easy A eventually, bro, that's going to be insane. So let's take a look at all these units. We're going to just go through the list and skip the two that we already know. And we're going to go through the list. So the Daima, Goku, and Vegeta, we're going to glance over and look at them really quick, because they should be getting their TURs, but I guess they're not going to be put into right now. They're going to wait a little bit later on to do that. So the SSR version, the SR version, the SSR version of them right now is, I'm going to assume, is both about the same for both of them, if I'm not mistaken. That's just how these really go for them. I love their card arts, by the way. I really do love their card arts, so I can't be mad whatsoever at all. Yeah, it looks like the Goku's attack and defense 100%. Same thing for the Vegeta. And then it is all allies key +1 and attack 20%. And then Vegeta is all allies key +1 and defense 20%. So basically, obviously, like if you put them both together, you get 2 key attack and defense 20%. High chance to guard all attacks. Launch an additional attack that has a medium chance to become a super attack. And plus an additional attack and defense 20% to up to 60%. Chance to perform a crit hit plus 10% up to 30% with each attack received. And then plus an additional attack and defense 20% up to 60%, and chance to perform a crit hit plus 10% excuse me, crit hit plus 10% up to 30% with each attack performed. Raises attack for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy, and raises defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy. And obviously linking partners down here, stats right there. Obviously there won't be in the hidden, well, I guess technically with UR and stuff like that, so they'll be there. I think possibly, and obviously when they get their awakenings and stuff like it should be good. I'm gonna play the super attacks for them really quick. Actually, oh, what am I talking about? They're not gonna have it right here, but it does look basic regardless. Yeah, it looks like it's just a basic Gallic gun for him, and then probably Goku's just basic Kamehameha. So I'm not gonna take too much time and look at that. We basically know what that's gonna look like there. Let's skip over to, I'm gonna leave the LRs for last here. Another one what I'm gonna look at is Bardock, because obviously if this Bardock is really good, dude, it's like, I hate when they miss with Bardock, real talk, because Bardock is my second favorite character in all of Dragon Ball Z. So it's like, I hate when they miss with Bardock. So I'm really hoping they did not miss with this man, because his LR should be wonderful, to be quite honest. And I mean, his animations just for the TUR and stuff like it look pretty daggone solid as well. So let's see what, oh yeah, that's right, we've already seen the animations, so I'm not gonna take a look at that. You can see linking partners down through here, and so for the super attack, raises attack and greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy and lowers attack. Okay, all right, Bardock. So time travel attack category plus 2 key and attack and HP attack and defense 50% across the board. Obviously, activates the interest animation once only and launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack for 4 turns from the character's entry turn when there's another 4 or more super class allies on the team upon the character's entry. So that's not bad. You can definitely have that happen. Attack and defense 100%. Okay. Super class allies keep +1 attack and defense 20%. So let me, just with that alone, like I said, he's just TUR. So I'm going to assume that that's going to go up to maybe 2 key and maybe 30% or 40% when he's an LR. I'm going to assume, and even at that point in time, that's still really good, because like I said, even if you just run like a full-on super team, that's just restricted for just super class. It's not all, but that, if you're just running a super team, that's what you need it for. And if he's actually a very good unit, and since he's still probably going to be Super Saiyan, he's going to be able to fit in on the trio. So again, like I said, right now from the worldwide celebration, the trio, like I said before, they're going to have the better of the leader skill, and they're going to have way more longevity, because the more Super Saiyans that we get going forward, whether it be new units, easy A's, super easy A's, whatever it is, they're going to have more longevity, because you're going to be able to put them on the team, and they're still going to be very good. And everyone else, if they just have any support thrown in and stuff like that, they're just helping that unit out even more. So he's probably going to be very good as an LR, I'm going to assume, just from currently right now seeing this. Time Travelers category, key +1 attack and defense 20%. Yeah, so he's already buffing super class and then Time Travelers on top of that. So if they're a super class Time Traveler, even better. Plus an additional attack 100% when there's a Wicked Bloodline category enemy. I can see that going up even more. Obviously, LR, like anything you see right now, if you're like, oh, he's underwhelming right now, he's just a TUR. Probably meant to be quite honest. Like I say, unless we somehow see his showcase and he's like best case scenario, 9 million, then okay, that's not underwhelming for a free-to-play card that still has an LR in there and hasn't even got an easy A and stuff like that. That's not underwhelming, to be quite honest. Medium chance to perform a crit hit. Launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when all allies attacking in the same turn are super class. Again, you're definitely going to be able to get that. Plus an additional attack and defense 50% when performing a super attack. Plus an additional attack 50% and chance to perform a crit hit plus 50% when HP is 50% or less. I can see him being pretty good, and I really love his card art, man. I wish that, I know he's going to be LR, but dude, I somehow wish sometimes they would do a lot with these TUR card arts, because goodness gracious, they are so good. I hate that we're only seeing one time and then that's it. I really do, man, because that's looking pretty freaking solid right there. Even with a sticker on this one, it would slap. Which, by the way, we do need more stickers, bro. We really do need more stickers for units. They need to unlock it and just be like, you can put a sticker on any unit that you want this TUR or whatever you are Like they really do need to do something with that. So solid right there. Let's go with these three right here. World Tournament. Yeah. Well, World Tournament. So Hachan or Aider, STR type 3 key and 100 across the board. Attack 100% and when performing a super attack. Okay. Damage. So reduces damage by 30% for 1 turn from the character's entry turn. Okay. Key +3 at attack 180% and guards all attacks for 5 turns after receiving an attack. All right, you know, that's some defense 180% before the character receives an attack 8 times in battle. Are we counting down? What? Let me read that. Let me read that bull crap again. What? Defense 180% before the character receives an attack 8 times in battle. So once he hits 8 times, is he losing it? All right. Defense 20% up to 80 and reduces damage received by 10% up to 40% with each attack received. Okay, that's a trade-off. That's a trade-off. Interesting though. Okay, so after the character receives an attack 8 or more times in battle, Dragon Ball Saga category allies attack and defense 20% plus an additional key +2 and attack and defense 20% for characters who name includes Goku Youth, starting from the character's next attacking turn. Interesting because that the intelligence Gohan, well, excuse me, not Gohan, but Goku, the kid Goku, with a super easy A, I can see him benefiting from that a lot, but we're probably far off from that anyway. But attack and defense 180% when there's a Goku's family category ally on the team. Okay, I was missing the sort of like flat out defense of what he's getting, so that actually helped him a lot more, to be quite honest. But that's only when there's a Goku's family. But obviously, it's tough. But you could do it. You could run it. You can get away with it. But he's situational in my honest opinion. He's very situational. I don't know if I see him being ran a lot on teams and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna sit here and delays him too much. But he's definitely very situational and sort of gimmicky, to be quite honest. So we have raises attack for 1 turn and causes supreme damage and lowers attack and defense with a medium chance of stunning the enemy. That's pretty good. That lower in attack and defense, that's pretty solid there. You see best linking partners here, 4 links. So, it's whatever for him. Like, he's not holy moly. He's situational. Definitely very situational and gimmicky. So Mighty Mask is physical 3 key 100, attack and defense 200%. So first of all, flat out attack and defense 200%. I like that better than all the gimmicky stuff that I was actually really seeing. If you agree with me, disagree, let me know in the comment section below. But I would assume most people probably agree with that. Plus an additional attack and defense 150% when facing only 1 enemy. Okay, that's really good. So that's 350% attack and defense when only facing 1 enemy. That's pretty solid. Plus an additional attack 50% when performing a super attack, so 400. And plus an additional attack and defense 10% when performing a super attack, and chance to perform a crit hit plus 10% per tournament participants category allies on the team. Okay, so World Tournament team, him on it is going to be pretty nice. I'll say that. That's not bad. Evades enemies' attacks, including super attacks, for 1 turn when HP is 60% or less once only. And after that turn, great chance to evade enemies' attacks, including super attacks when HP is 60% or less. Evades enemies' attacks, including super attacks, and perform the crit hit for 1 turn when HP is 30% or less. Okay, so obviously he's going to be pretty solid before you start losing HP, to be quite honest. And then after you start losing HP, then it's like, oh yeah, he's just going to start dodging and basically covering your butt. to be quite honest. So if you can put someone that can avoid the super attack and show where super attack is, then you could probably have him pretty much cheese it out for a good little bit. So as a free to play card too and stuff like that, that's pretty good. Not gonna lie. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn with a medium chance of further greatly raising attack for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy. I'm reading additional here, a lot of additional on him, because that seems kind of crazy. And like I said, he should be on youth category. Okay, whatever. He's not on, but I was gonna say I guess world tournament tournament participants in world tournament is probably gonna be, well, hell no, because tournament participants. So never mind. I forgot that it's 2 different categories with that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I mean, I guess he's got more long. I mean, I guess you can throw him on a lot of things. 4 links, best case scenario, and then 3 after that. Like, that's the only thing that kind of sucks about those units is their link situation. Hitto, Shitto, Burrito, Margarito. Really love the sticker effect on this card. I knew I was going to like it just because that purple and then everything kind of glowing in. I like the fact that they gave it a little bit diamond effect of his time skip. Really like that. Like, that's a good sticker. That's a W sticker, to be quite honest. I know we don't normally say that a lot in videos, but that's a W sticker. So AGL, just 3 key, 100 across the board. And then we get a flat key +2 in attack and defense, 160%, plus an additional attack and defense, 120% when performing a super attack. So again, 280 right there with 2 key, plus an additional attack and defense 20% with each super attack performed up to 80%. Okay, so was that like 360? Plus an additional attack 100%, 460. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack and great chance of stunning the attacked enemy as a first attacker in turn. Wow, that's pretty solid. If you can dodge a lot, that's kind of crazy. It might be a dodge bit on that one. So attacked enemies attack minus 30% for 3 turns. Ooh, that's really good. Hold on, that's really good. Plus an additional key +2 and a high chance of 8 enemies attacks, including super attacks, as a second or third attack in turn. So the trade-off there is pretty real. That's rough. I mean, it still could be a slot 2, to be quite honest, if you don't really want to seal, especially if you can't stun. Then obviously slot 2 or slot 3 is going to be where he's at. Great chance to perform a crit hit when the target enemy is in an attack down status or stunned. Oh, yeah, okay. So we're looking at probably a dodge build, maybe a dodge additional build. And then launches an additional super attack when the enemy, whose name includes Goku, obviously used the Captain Ginyu Jr. excluded. And so, wow, that's okay. Interesting there. Raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn, causes a supreme damage with a high chance of stunning it. Yeah, so he's got like stun just built in for everything. So if you can stun any of the events, that he's going to be a very, very, very powerful stunner, to be quite honest. But you just have to be able to do that. And you see, again, link situation, 4 links is literally the top. It is what it is. Like I said, when these 2 get an actual easy 8, that'd be pretty dope there. I'm not like overwhelmingly impressed currently right now with a lot of the units, but I can say that some of them are very solid. I will go ahead and throw that out there. So I'm gonna take a look at the easy A first, and then we'll take a look at the Grandpa Gohan. So Demon King Piccolo, we actually really did need this. Elder Demon King Piccolo, we really did need this because, again, Namekians need a lot of love, in my honest opinion. And like I said, the nail being pretty solid, and then also having the Piccolo Gohan, the Gohan Piccolo unit and stuff like that with it should help out a lot more as well with nail. And then if he's like really good, and then the other Piccolos that we have, like we're coming up with the Namekians. We just need like Lord Slug and stuff like that. So Terrifying Conquerors, 4 key, 150 across the board. Randomly change key spears of a certain type, tech excluded to tech key spears. Interesting, like that. I think you might have had that beforehand or so. No. Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Okay. Attack 60% per tech key spirit. Huh. Okay. All right. Are we going to be singled around orbs with this guy? Like a bunch of orbs? Interesting. So key plus. Oh, you know what? That support item for what was it? It's not lemon. I think it's the takoyaki something. It's the food I think that you use for the tech. Just saying that could be dangerous, to be quite honest. Actually, I'm pretty sure in his showcase when Dokkan World or whoever does it is probably going to use that to show off as well too, like a best case scenario, because he should be hitting way harder with that. I think it would be like at that point 65 or something like that percent for every key spear and stuff like that. And since it's changing and stuff like that, you can double it. 70, boy. I can see some cheese out of that. I could definitely see some cheese. So I wouldn't be surprised if the showcase you see like crazy dumb numbers for him. I would not be surprised with that whatsoever at all. And since there's the youth one as well too, I should probably stop yapping too much and get on with everything for this unit. Key plus 5, reduce damage received by 50% with 4 or more key spears. Oh, you're going to be good. I can see that. You're going to be good. High chance to perform a crit hit with 4 more keys or tech key spears obtained. Defense 100% before attacking. Defense 100% as a first attacker in the turn. I can see him being good. Launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack and chance to evade enemies' attacks, including super attacks plus 30% as a second or third attack in the turn. Okay. Trade-off there. Plus an additional defense 60% and chance to evade enemies' attacks, including super attacks plus 30% when all allies in this attacking in the same turn are extreme class. Lord Slug. We need some Lord Slug in here for that. We definitely need some Lord Slug. And then I guess the Elder Demon King Piccolo as well too. Restore your youth with the Dragon Ball powers, obviously when conditions are met, but attack and defense, raise attack and defense for 1 turn that causes colossal damage to the enemy. And I was about to say massive. Well, I was right. Raises attack and massively raises defense for 1 turn. It causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. And let's see the youth version of this one, because he should be pretty solid since the Elder was pretty good. Recovers 59% of HP once only. Key plus 6 and defense 100%. Randomly change key spears of a certain type to tech key spears. Excluding tech key spears to tech key spears. That's rough saying that. Jesus Christ, that was rough saying that. Attack 66% per key spear obtained. That's not even just tech. That's just per key spear, like it was. Yeah, dude, that support, I can definitely see that support item being crazy with this guy. Like going absolutely crazy. The enemy better hope that for some reason it doesn't change like the whole field, because you get that whole field. Ooh, that's big numbers. I can see this guy hitting big numbers. I really can see this guy hitting big numbers. High chance to perform a crit hit plus an additional chance to perform a crit hit plus 6% per tech key spear tank. Count starts from the 4th key spear with 3 or more tech key spears obtained. Reduce damage received by 66% for 6 turns from the character's entry. Oh my god. Reduce damage received by 10% per key spear obtained up to 66% starting from the 7th turn. Oh my goodness, he's covered. Oh my god, he's covered. He's literally covered. Defense 100% as the first attacker in the turn. Right back to being a slot 1, baby. Launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. Yeah, okay, so evade 30% as a second or third attacker, plus an additional defense 66% chance to evade enemies' attacks, including super attacks, plus 30% when all allies attacking in the same turn are extreme class. Then you can see greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and also massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Yeah, dude, this guy's gonna be. Demon King Piccolo is going to be really good. I'm very excited for that one because I haven't seen his animations actually in a little bit. Here comes a giant fist is what it looked like. That's the same hole that Yamcha was in, pretty much. What it looked like. He just made to say he just predicted the future there. His animations aren't terrible, honestly. Really not terrible. Like I actually like this. Not terrible at all. Demon King Piccolo getting some love. I really like Demon King Piccolo, so I'm very happy about that. Now that I'm thinking about this, we got a lot of tech, boy. A lot of tech going wild, to be quite honest. So now let me make sure he ain't doing nothing else. He ain't transforming into nothing else, because I know this has been a long video. I know it has been, but Turtle School 4 key and 130 across the board. So Turtle School getting some love. So if there's an enemy or allies whose name includes Goku, obviously the ones that are the usual suspects that are excluded at the start of the character's attacking turn. Activates the interest animation once only, and all allies key +1 and attack 20% for the rest of the battle. Nice. I haven't seen the animations for this, obviously. Key +3 and attack and defense 150%. I like that. Plus an additional attack and defense 150% when performing a super attack. Plus an additional attack and defense 150% if it's an ultra super attack. Ooh, Lord. 450% on an ultra? Damn, Grandpa Gohan. Damn. Plus an additional key +2 per Turtle School or Kamehameha category ally self-excluded attacking in the same turn. That would have been good for the Gohan. So low-key, if you got the Gohan, you throw him on there and he... Okay. It's not terrible, bro. It's not terrible. I know some people might be like, oh, I'm not going to run him on there with the Gohan and stuff like that. But low-key, if he's doing some numbers and shit and he can tank in the second slot or third slot or whatever, you can float him. Hey, I wouldn't pass on it, bro. You never know. Plus an additional key +2 and launch an additional attack that when the name of an ally who is attacking the same turn or an enemy includes Goku. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy, and greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to the enemy and seals super attack. Let me see these animations. So for the passive, the entry. Oh man. Oh, that's dope. That's dope, man. For the ones that never watched Dragon Ball, you degenerates, go watch it. Go watch Dragon Ball, bro. Go watch Dragon Ball. About the same thing he did. Yeah. Oh yeah, got some sauce to him. They gave Grandpa Gohan a little sauce. I like that. I gotta see it again. Gave him a little sauce with that backflip, boy. Ooh. That was clean. I ain't gonna lie. That was clean as hell. That Ultra obviously should be Kamehameha, but he should. Yeah, I was about to say he should have some jabs up in there. There you go. Ooh, I like that. Okay. I ain't mad at it. I love when we get some Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna lie, I like when Dragon Ball gets some really good units, and they kind of got some really good units here. That Grandpa Gohan, the Demon King Piccolo is tough as well too. They're both really tough units, but I would have to say definitely Demon King Piccolo should be out damaging Grandpa Gohan and also probably out defending like Grandpa Gohan. To be quite honest, he's pretty damn good. This is a good lineup in my honest opinion for not a celebration. This is a campaign. Before the campaign, that was sort of sideways a little bit in terms of like, it was whatever, like moseying along. The slew of units that we just got uncovered and stuff like that to help it out definitely beefed this up a lot more, in my honest opinion. And I'm looking forward to all the other regular campaigns that if they're going to beef them up as well too, especially with world tournaments and all those units getting their easy A's getting beefed up, and then on top of like the next units that we'll actually start getting to get easy A's from the world tournament. And the super easy ace, because the next one should be the androids, to be quite honest, for free-to-play cards. It should be the androids. So pretty solid, not going to lie. I'm very much enjoying this one. I think the rest of this campaign is going to be pretty fun. It's going to be really fun to see all these old units. Probably doing some big numbers in Dokkan again. I'm very excited for this one. Like I said, for the free-to-play content wise, I'm very, very, very excited for it. Whether you're going to participate in skip season and skip the Gohan Piccolo unit, I personally like the. Matter of fact, I haven't checked the animations for this one, by the way. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Hey, that's clean as hell. Boy, that's clean as hell. Piccolo shine. Hold on. Piccolo shine. Yeah, Piccolo with the shine. I like it. I'm already liking it a lot. I'm already liking this a lot, dude. Uh, I'm first of all, I'm very excited for this unit. I know, like I said, if you're participating in skip season, I understand it. More power to you. But for the ones that are summoning, I you got to be excited for this unit as well too. It's Planet Namek Saga. If Planet Namek Saga was your favorite saga, you gotta be glazing the hell out of this. To be quite honest, you gotta be. Ain't no way you not. But other than that, let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about these units, man. If you're looking forward to seeing all these free to play units doing crazy dumb numbers, defending like crazy, let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, have an awesome day / night. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.